The Scopes Monkey trial, which happened in Tennessee in 1925, was more than just a simple decision of a teacher was allowed to teach their own opinion in the classroom. It was actually the entire country deciding to put their faith and the fundamentals they believed on the line and see if they could stand up to this new rationale of science that was now taking the country by storm in the modernist movement. As historians, it's very important to look at all sides of the argument. So, in my sources, I have three newspapers from the local time discussing about simple things such as the town of Dayton was preparing for the crowds of people who were coming to see the Scopes trial, showing that people cared enough to make this a large cultural event. It was actually the newspaper calling for tents and booths to be set up to help host all the people coming to visit. And we had two characters, Clarence Darrow, who was very famous for being incredibly smart and able to get people who should definitely be punished not guilty pleas. And then we also have William Jennings Bryan, who is a classic figure of the fundamentalist movement, and he has run for president three times and is here to defend the Bible in the Scopes trial. The reason why Scopes is really important is because evolution was a key pivot point in many people's mind. People who had taken the entire word as inerrant believed that Adam was created by God for a purpose on this earth, and that because God created Adam in his image and gave him a purpose, they were able to live their lives with a purpose, serving God. But if man was not created by God for a special purpose and evolution could be proven true, then man was a act of random chance. And if random chance created man, then why were we here? What was our existence? And as a worldview, we have to start asking questions about, well, what is our meaning? What is our purpose? And so instead of just being able to trust the inerrancy of God, there's now questions. And so Clarence Darrow and William Jennings Bryan spent a lot of hot days in the courtroom tearing apart Christianity as well as evolution, which some of the things they said now are very racist and entirely not accepted. So they're still looking at the basic theory of evolution, not fully thought out. But what ended up being the killing shot was Clarence Darrow brought William Jennings Bryan to the stand. And Bryan was certain he had known the Bible since he was a kid and he'd read it multiple times and that he would be able to answer all his questions. But Clarence Darrow was very clever and showed that not everyone knows everything in the Bible, and there is room for questions, there is room for debate, there is room for discussions. And so the Scopes trial is kind of a turning point in American history where people were willing to open their minds and also not just take everything at face value as had been taught since the beginning of America.